What is going on, everybody? Total Average Gamer here, back with another video. Happy holidays to everybody. Today I am reviewing Raw on December 12th, 2022. The show that aired last night, if you're watching this on Tuesday, which I'm recording it right now on Tuesday. Awesome show. Definitely an awesome show. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to give you guys my in-depth reviews and of every match. And we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards, talk about, what we think is going to happen. Moving on forward. Okay, first off, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Decent match, pretty bland. Didn't really like too much of it. It was kind of just like an average match. Alexa Bliss and Bayley could have done much better in the ring. You kind of see that this is one of those matches where they're like, okay, it's not a pay-per-view, it's not a premium live event, it's not a serious show, so just go with it. And I don't like when they do that. Like, we're watching Raw weekly. We have a long time till Royal Rumble. Just give us something more interesting, But it was a decent match overall. The ending was super awkward. How, I don't know why it was so awkward. Alexa Bliss kind of tripped and stuff. But they got the match done. And that final segment with Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, where she got her into Sister Abigail. Woo! Very cool. Very, very cool. Can't wait to see what's going to unfold there in that match. I don't know when they're going to fight. Are they going to fight on a Raw? Or are they going to wait all the way till Royal Rumble? I hope not, because it's going to be very boring. The women's division will be very boring up to then because there's no storyline going on. There is no story between Bianca and Alexa Bliss going on right now, so it kind of makes no sense. But because the match was so boring, I have no choice but to give it a 2 out of 5 for that match. Next up, we have Chad Gable versus... I wrote this wrong on my thing. I put Chad Gable versus Gable. Chad Gable versus AJ Styles. Pretty cool match. Two great competitors, again, like Alexa and Bayley. Two really good competitors, but just a bland match. Too many headlocks and too many DDTs, too many random moves. It could have been a lot better. But I did love that ankle lock segment, where they kept going, giving each other ankle locks. It was pretty cool. But I'm kind of tired already of the whole Alpha Academy random on the spot storylines. Give them something a little better, give them something more interesting instead of, tune in Raw to see what Alpha Academy is going to do. It's every week they have a new storyline that's just random. Not feeling it, guys. Not feeling it. But that's just me. 2 out of 5 for me. Didn't really like it too much. Then we have the Judgment Day versus the Street Profits. Great to see the Street Profits back in action. I love the Street Profits personally. I love their style, their match types. How we have Angelo Dawkins as the awesome big guy, and Montez Ford, man, fantastic wrestler. I personally think he's like the greatest seller ever right now in WWE. The way that he, there's nothing better than seeing him take a clothesline, seeing him take a any move, seeing him take even a choke slam at this point. Everything he does selling wise, fantastic. Every move he does is fantastic. I really feel like they're gonna break up the Street Profits pretty soon, and it's something I would love to see, even though I love the Street Profits as a team. But I need to see Montez Ford in single one-on-one action. Needs to be done. Overall, though, I'm not liking the whole Dominic Tozawa thing going on. Not a fan of it. It's too random. We need better storylines for Dominic, better characters for Dominic to face. Ending was pretty cool. That whole, dive thing and everything. Very cool. 3 out of 5. It was a good match. Nothing more, nothing less. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bland match. It was action-packed. It was star-packed. Great match. 3 out of 5. Then we have the Gargano and Loomis segment. Loved it. It's very annoying, though, how I was just there last week, and I was hoping, hey, hopefully they do, one of those, T-shirt cannons. And then really the next week later, literally the section I was sitting at is where they handed out the most T-shirts. It's very annoying, but whatever. Really cool. The ending was kind of... I'm sorry, not the ending. The table part was awkward. Once he shot the shirt, I was waiting for him to shoot more, and then he just put it down, and it looked like Loomis attacked him. I did not see The Miz at all. I was like, oh no, why are they breaking up this team so fast? And who's going to speak for Dexter Loomis? what's going to happen now? But then The Miz came out. It was very cool. The whole story with The Miz and everything. The ladder match coming up. I think it's next week. With, Miz's money, that money. It was both Miz's money, whatever. But that match... Sorry, my phone. That match is going to be pretty cool. Looking forward to it. I loved the segment. It was very much like a throwback segment. I felt like I was watching WWE in like 2004, 2005. Really cool. 4 out of 5 for me. Fantastic segment. Keep it up. Please give us more segments like that. Then we had Io Sky versus Candice LeRae. Really good match. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not going to lie. It was a very good match. I haven't watched a lot of Candice LeRae myself. I haven't watched a lot of Io Sky myself. I just know what they do on the active roster. I don't keep up too much with NXT. I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I need to watch more NXT if I'm going to be doing podcasts and stuff. So that is something I will be looking forward to in the future. But Io Sky versus Candice LeRae, very good match. There's not much to say about it. It was a good match. 3.5 out of 5 for me. I really enjoyed that match for some reason. Then we have Elias versus Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa. There we go. Great match. Love Solo. Love his new Umaga vibes. I really need to see a Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens match. I want to see a Extreme Rules match where they're just going crazy on each other and I need to see it. Please, WWE, bring it in now. That'll be awesome to see. But great match. Man, those stunners at the end were fantastic. I love Kevin Owens so much. I love Elias. Elias did a great job in this match. Fantastic match. I have to rate it a 3 out of 5. It was a great match. And then we have Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Fantastic match. Again, I love Rhea Ripley. Fantastic wrestler. Very much China mixed with Undertaker vibes, if that makes any sense. But that's what I kind of get out of Rhea Ripley. And then Asuka, like I said before, I'm not too big on Asuka, but yesterday's match was fantastic. Very good. I love where she spit Dominic in the face. Very cool. I like the whole storyline with Rhea and Dominic. I love it personally. Have to give the match a 3 out of 5. Then we have Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins. I almost said Kevin Rollins. I don't know why. Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins. Very good match. I love the whole, Bobby Lashley movement right now. I love how he's not a heel or a face. I love he's just like this general guy that's going to kick your ass. I love that. I like him much better because when he's a heel, he's too much of a, bad guy and he's a coward. And then when he's a face, he's too much. He gets beat up too much, So I love where he's at right now. It makes all the sense. It fits his character perfectly. Love Bobby Lashley. Big fan. Man, that curb stomp. Stop. There we go. Very cool. The way he just sat there and held his strength. Woo, fantastic. Great match. That spear pedigree was great also. Have to give it a 4 out of 5. Can't wait to see Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory again. That's going to be a really good match. I hope they really, really take advantage of that match and make it really good and have a lot of cool, awesome spots in there. Like I said before, I love Austin Theory. Can't wait to see what he does. My man is the now. No longer the future. He's the now. And what do you guys think will happen to Bobby Lashley? That's the main question today. What will happen to Bobby Lashley? Will he be going to SmackDown? Because every time we see superstars fired from Raw or SmackDown, either they wind up on NXT, but I don't think Bobby Lashley's going to wind up on NXT. It kind of makes no sense if you ask me. But how do you feel about it? Do you think he's going to show up on the SmackDown roster? Do you think maybe they're going to set up some kind of story with him and Roman? Because it is this week when Roman returns. So I think, Roman's going to come out. Here comes Bobby Lashley. Some kind of awesome, interaction. Some kind of panic interaction or something. I don't know why I said panic. It makes no sense. But it'll be pretty cool. Pretty cool match to see Lashley versus Roman. I would love Lashley v. Roman v. Kevin Owens. That would be fantastic. That would be the greatest match of all time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that leaves us with this week's Raw. at a total rating of 21 out of 40, which is going to bring it to the top of the list, but I need to explain the list again. I need to barely explain the list. This is what I'm going to be doing. I will be rating these stuff, and then the highest on the list will be whichever one is got more points toward the final score. To explain that better, if a Raw with, let's say, 10 segments happens, and then now that's 50 points, that's 50. Now, let's say that Raw gets 45 out of 50. Then that'll be 5 points off of perfection. But if a pay-per-view, let's say like a SummerSlam, gets a, let's say a 14 out of 15, that's 1 point away from perfection. So this one got 15 points, but 1 point off, while this one got 35 while 5 points off. 45 while 5 points off. Then the one that had the 14 points beat the one that had the 35, because it's only 5 points. It's only 1 point away from perfection. So that will be the score based, is whatever show has the closest to the final score. So with that being said, Survivor Series War Games had a total score last video of 17 out of 25, which will leave it with 8 points away from the top score. Hope you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. Also, proud to announce, I will be doing a podcast, not sure when, but we will be doing a podcast. Me and 3 of my friends will be sitting down in a house talking about, what's currently going on in wrestling. We're going to talk about our theories. We're going to talk about our things that we know are going to happen, talk about rumors. So look forward to that on YouTube. Look out for my podcast. Again, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. You have a good day. God bless, and Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.